Hey there, it's John Bice with eXp Real Estate and the Florida for Boomers Network here in absolutely beautiful Sarasota, Florida. It's March, and I've been showing you the temperature lately. Beautiful 78 degrees here today. Got a nice breeze blowing and just spectacular weather. So I've been talking so much about people moving here, especially baby boomers and seniors moving here. I've had a lot of questions about the real estate market. What's going on in the market? If you need to sell a home locally, what do you need to know? So now, if you found me here on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you're looking for information about relocating here, becoming a snowbird here, or selling your home in the greater Sarasota area. So we cover from Parish, which is northern Manatee County, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, Venice, Nokomis, all the way down through Welland Park. So it's Sarasota and Manatee counties. Boom, they back up to each other, and we cover that whole entire area. So we would love to talk to you if you have a home to sell in this market. So I'm going to give you some numbers, and I'll explain where I got the numbers from as we move along through the PowerPoint. These are all my contacts, so you can get a hold of me. You got my cell phone number there. You got my website, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You got it all right there. So if you need to get in touch with me, those are all of my channels, and that's how we get your home out on the internet as well. So especially with seniors, they want to know, John, I've been living in this house for 30 years. What am I going to do with all of my stuff? Because the vast majority of seniors that were moving into a independent retirement community, it's like a condo. So they're going to downsize pretty drastically. I've got a lady I'm working with right now. She's in 2,500 square feet. We found her something that's 1,800 square feet. So you can imagine she's going to have to get rid of a lot of stuff. So where do you start? When do you move? Well, we've got all these resources for you, by the way. We've got estate sale people. We've got donation people. We've got people, if you have like antiques and you need them appraised, we have people for that. So anything that you need in this process, we've got. Also, we have local movers, very good, trusted local movers that can move your things for you. And if you're considering moving into a independent retirement community, they know what days they're allowed to move in, what elevators they're allowed to use, and all the specifics of moving into a community. So what do you do with your stuff? So if you call me, I'm going to recommend start getting rid of things, clothes, things you haven't used, donations, whatever you can do to start the downsizing process. If you go into a model home, you'll see that they'll have a few clothes hung in the closets, nothing on countertops, especially bathrooms and the kitchen. So it's a big deal, downsizing and making your home look presentable. Now, it's not how we live, but it's what you need to do to get your home ready to sell. So your ultimate goal, selling in the Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota area. And again, maybe you're in Parish, maybe you're in Venice, Nokomis, wherever you are. And if you're considering downsizing, maybe you're moving into one of our 55 plus communities. Maybe you are moving to a retirement community. But your goal here, just like it says, is to relax, no worries, no stress. 55 plus communities like Del Webb here in Lakewood Ranch, you don't have to do any yard work. It's all taken care of for you, and the amenities are amazing. So that's the ultimate goal, to get you moved like you want to do. So good news in real estate. So during that crazy period we saw from about mid 2021, like maybe October of 2021 through March of 2022, our prices were actually up, as you can see, 28.4% over what they were in 2020. Things went absolutely crazy there for a little while. Now in 2023, we've actually seen the numbers come down 11.7% from that crazy time in 2022. So that's important to know, and I'll show you later on here. Our inventory levels are still low, but rising quickly. I will tell you that. We're at 3.3 months right now. 6 months is considered normal inventory in a normal real estate market. Now, how do they figure that out? So if they took all the homes that we have on the market currently at the absorption rate that we have currently, how long would it take to sell every single house that we have listed if we had no new listings? So right now we're at 3.3 months, but I will tell you, the builders are caught up. They're building spec homes, so they don't have to wait for somebody to purchase a home. They'll have homes waiting for you to walk in. They show you the house that they've built on a particular lot with the upgrades that they've chosen, and they have a price on it. It's kind of like take it or leave it. But the Del Webb in Parrish, Del Webb Bayview is a perfect example. With the builders' homes that they have there, there's 43 homes on the market. Now, probably 95% of them are the builder because it's a new community. It's about 2 years old, maybe 2.5 years old now. And there's a few resales. We do have one in there listed. As a matter of fact, a beautiful 3-bedroom, 3-bath with a den, 3-car garage home that backs up to a preserve. Love to tell you about it. But back to this. So March of 2022, average days on the market was 4 days. I don't know if you were involved in the market back then, but you'd put a home on the market and you'd have 16 offers in like 2 or 3 days. I mean, the longest part of the process was weeding through all of the offers to get to the one that the sellers actually wanted. So now we're starting to see homes sitting on the market 70, 80, 90 days. And why is that? Well, again, builder inventory. If you're in an area like the Venice area where you're competing against brand new construction, Welland Park, that's a big deal. Parrish, North River Ranch is the same thing. Do you want to build a new home or do you want to buy a resale? So most people will go for, if it's not too long of a process, most people will go for that build a new home because they're picking out the lot, the colors, the upgrades, the appliances, and everything is brand new and under warranty. So they don't have to worry about it. Sellers that are pricing their homes, they're having a hard time getting out of the 2022 mentality. They're thinking, hey, if my home was worth $800,000 in 2022, why are you telling me it's worth $700,000 now? So a lot of people are having a problem with that and still pricing their homes like it was 2022. All right. So I used Sarasota County to get these numbers, and I went from $400,000 single family homes up to $2 million homes. So that's where I got these numbers from. So the average sales price in 2022 was $966,300 using those numbers. In 2023, we're down that 11.7% that I said. So the average sale price now, single family home, is $863,600. Okay. And of course, we have homes that are less expensive and we have homes that are crazy more expensive, but an average of what we were seeing back then as compared to what we are seeing now. Okay, sales up or down in 2024. What are they going to do? Well, our interest rates are actually this week, they were up closer to 7% again. I know they hit 6.75 for absolute sure. But I always remember to ask, especially seniors when I'm dealing with them. My parents had a mortgage, I remember back in the Carter administration, of 18%. Okay. A lot of people remember 13% interest rate. I've told you on previous videos that my first home was at, it was like 9.2% interest and didn't even think a thing about it. Just signed right away. But people got so used to, for a lot of years, they were here in 2.5, 2.75, 3% interest. So now 6.5, people are like, what? What's going on? So, it's something to overcome. Snowbirds, second home interest rates is over 8% right now, probably closer to 8.5%. So that's a deterrent there. Some buyers and sellers are waiting out the market. They want to see what's going on, what's going to happen in the market. And I can tell you, nobody ever times the market right. It's like trying to time the stock market the right way. A lot of buyers got priced out of the market because of the interest rates and because our prices went up so high. And insurance. I know I've given the example, my insurance went up 20% this last year, and I'm expecting it to go up another 10 to 20% this year. Now, it's still affordable, but 20% increase year over year. Now, it doesn't always happen. We were in this home our first 40 years and did not see an increase really in our insurance at all. A couple of big storms come through. Yeah, they're taking a price increase for sure. Okay, baby boomers who I market to, 10,000 per day are retiring, and this is going to go on for the next several years. I think it's 7 more years that it's going to go on. So we're looking at about a 25% increase in our population in this area. Now, we've already, from the whole people running away from the COVID states, running down here to buy everything that we had, gobbled up all our resale inventory, put the builders so far behind they couldn't even keep up. So we've seen a tremendous increase in our population already, but people are still migrating here. Now, do we have people moving out of the state of Florida? Of course. Yes, we do. I use the example of the Del Webb that's located in Lakewood Ranch. There's 32 homes on the market there. Now, it's a number of different things. Did insurance go up? Yeah. If you're not a Florida resident, a homestead, your taxes can go up a lot. So that can be a deterrent. People want to get back to where they came from to get closer to their kids and grandkids, because kids and grandkids don't come down here as much as they thought they were going to. So that's also something very different. So there's a lot of different reasons why people pack up and move back maybe to the north or wherever they came from. It's not because of just hurricanes or just taxes or just insurance. It's not. So I hear a lot of videos. I watch a ton of stuff on YouTube, and people are always putting that out there. Oh, the hurricanes and the insurance. Oh, you can't afford to live here anymore. Well, there's a lot of us that afford to live here, and a lot of people moving here too. So, but anyway, that's where that is. So where a price is headed, interest rates are still up. So, builders are still slowly moving their prices up. If you're priced correctly and have a desirable home, homes are still selling. Okay. Sellers are waiting on the sidelines to see what's going to happen. If they're interested in selling and moving forward on another house, they're sitting on the sidelines and waiting because they might be sitting on 3% interest and don't want to sell that house and go get 6.75. Very understandable. Buyers and sellers, as we said before, trying to time the market. So where are we now? About 47% of our market is cash. And that's at all price levels. These baby boomers are retiring. I'm a baby boomer. I say these baby boomers, they're coming down here. They've either cashed out their 401k, they've saved over all these years. Maybe they sold their home there. And have come down here with cash ready to buy. Good thing. A lot of buyers that pay cash don't require a appraisal of the property. Now you should. And if you're working with me, I would recommend that highly before you move forward on that house to make sure it's the right value. I can give you my opinion of value and show you what other homes in the area that compare to it have sold for. But I would recommend an independent appraiser give you that value. Okay. So prices are still 16% higher than they were in 2020. So a good time to sell. Inventory levels are low. Demand is still good. Less competition. Now, less competition means less competition selling and less competition when you go forward to buy. There's not that many people in the market right now. So if you're selling with less competition, you can move forward and you don't have as many people. Those people are waiting to time the market aren't out there actively shopping. So you have a better chance of finding the home that you really want. Okay, so average appreciation in our area, 4.1%. Now, this was prior to 2005. I haven't done some kind of crazy study on it or anything like that, but prior to 2005, our appreciation rate was 4.1%. Now, that could be 1% one year, 5% one year, down 2%, but on average, it was 4.1%. And if you remember, a home back in the day, it was kind of like a CD type of investment. It was going to gradually increase in price over a period of time as you made the payments and got more and more equity in your house. It was never meant to go up 28% in a 6-month period. That was never the case in real estate. So again, 4.1% is our normal. So let's just say your home is worth $850,000 in 2023. In 2024, if prices fall another 10%, that would put the value of your home at $765,000. So again, a great time to get on the market, because before our market tanks even more, you can get your home on the market, get it sold, and take advantage of it before we see any more decline in prices. A lot of my sellers are, again, seniors, and they'll say, well, John, we don't have a mortgage. We're living here for free. That's kind of the mentality of people who don't have a mortgage, been in their house a long time. Well, I always show them this graph. Let's take a look at living there for free. So average property taxes in this area, about $7,500. So you multiply that by 3. Insurance, average around $3,000 a year. Maintenance, utilities, HOA fees, $9,000 times 3. I think maintenance and utilities easily be up around that amount. And my goodness, if you have to replace a roof or an air conditioning unit. Now, I replaced a roof 2 years ago, shingle roof. It was $22,000. If you have a tile roof, I don't even want to guess what it is. Got an estimate on one a couple of years ago. It was a 2,700 square foot house, and the estimate on that tile roof was $65,000. So my goodness, I can't even imagine. So by sitting there and waiting for 3 years to make a decision whether you're going to move back up north, moving into a 55 plus community, moving into an independent retirement community, you're looking at out of pocket $80,500. Now, again, this is averages. It might not cost you that much. It might cost you more. I know people that have taxes of $12,000 a year, $15,000 a year. So, and insurance definitely can be a lot more than $3,000 per year. So just sitting on the sidelines, you're writing checks for $80,000 over a 3-year period. So this was us in 2022. So this takes us to 2023. And if we see another decline in 2024, let's say a 10% decline, what normally happens in a normal real estate market is we will level off for a little while. Now, this is an election year, so I think a 10% decline in prices is pretty reasonable guess. But so we would level off for a period of time, and then we start back up, 4.1. I even did a 5% increase. So you'd be about 6 years down the road to get back to where you are right now if you wait to sell. Okay. A lot of people don't want to wait that long. Again, seniors, a lot of them I'm talking to and dealing with, late 70s, early 80s, moving into a retirement community. What's the point of waiting? I highly recommend it because it's a completely different way of life for these people. A lot of them, they've lost their partner and they need the socialization of getting around people, getting into one of these really nice communities where they have an activity director and they got stuff going on all the time. You can go to dinner with people. They have just all kinds of entertainment, places to work out, swimming pools. It's actually pretty cool. So There you go. So what to know if you want to sell for top dollar in the Sarasota Lakewood Ranch area, current market conditions in your community. So make sure you're comparing your community, other sales in the community to you. Don't be in a non-gated community and sitting next to Country Club East, that's a gated golfing community, and compare it to homes that sold in there. If you have enough sales to look at within the community, do that. Look at some listings that are in there, look at some maybe pending sales that are in there, and then look at some solds. The best thing to do is look at homes that are about 10 or maybe 20% larger and smaller than your home, and then that will give you an average sales price. Assessing your value compared to other comparable sales in your neighborhood, setting the correct selling price is the most important. Now, everybody always says to me, we want to have some wiggle room. Okay, well, that's fine. But remember that sites like Zillow, Realtor.com, my website, they go in $25,000 increments. So let's say we think your home is $750. You don't want to price it at $776 because those $25,000 increments, then people got to look up to $800,000 to find your home, to have it appear online. Okay. So that's very, very important to do that. So if you're thinking 750, then you probably want to be in that 775, 774, 9 price range, somewhere around there. Preparing your home, we definitely help you do that. We're going to make a lot of recommendations of decluttering, making sure it's light and bright, getting things off of the counters. If you have things that you think need to be done, ask us about that. Replacing carpet, painting, whatever it is, let me know, and I can tell you if you're going to recoup your money from doing those things. Okay. Social media marketing, as I showed you before, we're active on all these: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you could possibly be. Social media wise is where we put your home out there online. It's so important because 77% of buyers find their home online. Now, I've done this long enough. I had my license in 1989 before I went to work for Outback Steakhouse, believe it or not. Back in those days, we had an MLS book. And when we had a buyer, we would go through and find homes to take buyers to show them, kind of guessing at first what they were interested in. Now buyers are online saying, John, here's 3 homes. We want to go take a look at these 3. They pick them out, show them to us, and then we take them to show them the house. So negotiating offers on your behalf, you definitely want somebody that knows how to do that on your terms, your time frame, your selling points, what's important to you, and getting your home sold for top dollar in the least amount of time. Because as I always say, it's absolutely no fun having somebody walk through your home day after day after day. You want to get the top dollar you can from the least amount of buyers coming through your house. That's the goal, really, in selling your home. So what's the secret? Pricing correctly, social media marketing, and negotiation on your terms. So I hope this was helpful. If you have a home in this area that you're interested in finding out the current value for, we can figure out how much equity you have in that house. Now, equity, that means your home is priced here. You're going to sell it here. Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a home equity line of credit? Anything that you have to pay off? We figure all that out for you down to the bottom line. I'm usually within a few $100s, so like $300 to $500 plus or minus, because there's some things in there that I won't know about. If you're in a community that has a homeowners association and there's an estoppel letter, I have no clue what they're going to charge. We can guess, but I have no clue. So anyway, that's kind of the market. As I said, these are very, very general numbers, but it gives you a good snapshot of what's happening in our real estate market here in the Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, Venice, Nokomis Parish area. Okay. So I'd love to talk to you. Love to tell you about your community, figure out exactly what your home is worth, help you get it on the market if you're looking to move forward on your time frame. I have people that will call me and don't want to list for 6 months, and that's fine, because that gives you that much more time to prepare your home to get it ready for sale. And if there are some repairs that need to be done, then you have plenty of time to do it. So give me a call. You can reach me. You've got all my information on that first slide from this video. You've got all my information. You can email me, text me, call me, put a message out on YouTube, whatever you need to do, but you can reach me and literally reach me 7 days a week. Okay. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to helping you with your real estate needs. God bless, and I hope I talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.